Okay guys, so I'm back here. So next up we have some My Little Pony stuff. We have a My Little Pony DVD. This is let's see, series finale movie and A Decade of Pony. This is all of the season finale, basically the one they did, and the special they did before that, and it's marked October 19th, or October 12th, 2019. So I have that. The next up we have basically more of the finale. I just dedicated a whole DVD to that. More of the finale right there. And in here we have back to back on the season finale, the movie season finale. So I have a lot of it. Basically, I'm someone that's like, look, I'm not taking any chances. I want to have enough, you know, because I'm somebody that thought I'd never become a fan, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, here I am, you know. Then here we have, again, the season finale with A Decade of Pony to go along with it. So again, and the way I got this is some of these were, you know, through DVR. I DVR'd it and then recorded it with my DVD recorder, and then some of them I downloaded from YouTube. I used a website, third-party website, to do that very carefully. That is, downloaded the Decade of Pony, and that's how things came to be. And then here we have Rainbow Road Trip, right there, the pseudo sequel to the movie, because it has the same animation style. Then here we have the season 7 finale, Shadow Play, and the one that precedes it, the epilogue, the prologue episode, Uncommon Bond, which, like I said, led into it. Then we have from Equestria Girls, Forgotten Friendship. This is where Celestia and Sunset make up, get back together. And here we have Spring Breakdown, Blu-ray version, if you will. Yeah, somebody put it on Blu-ray, I guess. I don't know. Then here we have another Spring Breakdown, different version right there. Then we have a lot of these. We have Sunset's Backstage Pass. Then we have The Best Gift Ever Christmas Special, right there. We have another version, another copy of Uncommon Bond and Shadow Play, right there. Then we have School Days. That is the premiere. That's the season 8 premiere, School Days. Have it right there. And this is a mixed DVD. This is from the guy that I bought the, like I said, I bought the Mighty Ducks and Silver Surfer and Kid Video from. He kind of worked something out with me because, again, I saw some of the things that he had. So here we have that. We have a disc with the two-part Aladdin finale, Aladdin series finale, as far as I'm concerned. Not counting King of Thieves movie, which serves as the ultimate finale, but this is like the series finale, like the one that pretty much, well, it wasn't a series finale, but it was kind of like, it was a changing of the guard. Basically, it was taking the series in another direction, getting it ready for King of Thieves. But here we have the two-part, It Seems Like Old Crimes, the episode Do the Rat Thing, where Jasmine gets turned into a rat, and then from Goof Troop, we have Puppy Love, Franken Goof, and Major Goof. The reason I wanted Puppy Love is because, as I've talked about before, that's the episode where, even though they skipped a year with Darkwing Duck, that's the episode, excuse me, that's the episode where Peg dresses up, you know, with lipstick and in a disguise to help her son out and everything. So that's why I got Puppy Love. Because she basically was doing what Rebecca Cunningham did in bringing down Babyface from Tailspin, and what Gadget did in Double O Chipmunk and Mind Your T's and Q's. So that's what she was doing, and I always like that. I always like when they take the main female characters and have them step out of their unusual zone, if you know what I mean. And then from Darkwing Duck, we got Monsters R Us, where Darkwing meets Morgana's family. And then we have the episode Slime Okay, You're Okay, where Gosling becomes a slime girl and everything and has fun with it for a bit. Even enjoys being split into mini Goslings and all that. And then from Dexter's Laboratory, this is interesting, we have Dee Dee's Tale and Backfire. Dee Dee's Tale is when Dee Dee gets turned into a horse by Dexter because she wants to be a horse. All of a sudden, it was basically the parody version of My Little Pony. So she wants to be a horse pony, if you will. And you can definitely tell that the Dexter episodes, the Dexter mini episodes, if you will, or shorts, are always non-canon. Because at the end of Dee Dee's Tale, she just is allowed to, run off and live her dream of being a horse and everything. She's allowed to run off and be a horse and everything. And I can only imagine what the parents would think, like, where's Dee Dee? And all of a sudden Dexter's got to be like, she's, he has to come up with an excuse. And then basically, if that was to lead into them finding out the truth about him, can you imagine the parents going to locate Dee Dee and they see Dee Dee and all of a sudden she's tending to little fillies and everything. A little filly is like, Dee Dee became a mom? What the hell? Again, this tells you that it's non-canon. And then Backfire is when Dee Dee gets fused with the family car and becomes a car and all that. So I got that. And then I got Plunder and Lightning. This is the edited version, another copy of the edited version as well. So I got that. Really appreciate it. And then, I don't know what's on here. I have to double check. I don't think there's nothing on here, but I have to double check. Then here we have my WWE, WWF two set DVD. Excuse me. Here we have WWF Armageddon 2000 and Royal Rumble 2011. The Armageddon one is the actual pay-per-view when it came on. It's the one I actually recorded. And the 2011 is where I rented from DVD Fab. Then here I got this. This is signed by Tracy Smothers when he was participating in a Central States wrestling event in Lawrence, Kansas. And here we have Clash of Champions, the one he was on, along with Steve Armstrong as the Young Pistols. Then here we have an Ultimate DVD collection. I gotta go and see what's on here. I haven't listed it. Then here we have the Aviator Air and the 2008 All-Star Game on one disc. They have the Underdog Chronicles. Basically, it's a compilation of episodes. Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, Underdog, Nemesis, another collection of stuff. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie finale, the duel between Yugi and Atem. And then we have Gay Puri. Then on here we have Saved by the Bell Hawaiian Style, Ace Ventura 2, Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, Little Nicky, and then the music video Superstar that I put together for Sonic SATM. And then here we have All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, Animal Olympics, DuckTales the movie. This is where I got the clip the promo clip they were doing for Saturday mornings that year. Tom Sawyer and Backstreet Boys in Concert, which was a Disney thing that they did. And then here, this one's interesting as well. This one is basically it's a compilation of stuff, as you can read there. And basically, what it's a compilation of is from Animaniacs. You got the siblings getting bored, being in this animator's alley, and it's at the part where they basically melt into a combined puddle on the ground, and they're kind of bubbling up a little bit, boiling until they reform. And actually, it's Dot that starts, and believe it or not, it's Dot that initiates them melting into a combined puddle, because she's the one that's slouches first and just starts to melt, and then her brothers follow. And it's not the first time she's done that, of course. Check out Space Probe. And then we have a Slappy Squirrel cartoon on here where she fights off against parodies of Siskel and Ebert. And then we have the Bonkers Raw Tunage story, little Raw Tunage arc that they did, story arc they did with Bonkers when he was a host on how to deliver, him and Fondier. And then we got some tunes that melt and everything, of course, like Minerva, Babs, and all that. There's even some submerging clips in there with Babs submerging in a bathtub, and the in that little short cartoon they did called Rainy Days. And then we have one with the Cleo character from Clifford the Big Red Dog, you know, not wanting to take a bath and everything, just wants to be dirty, her submerging in mud and everything. So, you know, again, I'm kind of weird, you know, kind of weird, as I said earlier. But that's what's on here. And then you have a cameo by Fifi, where the Warners are trying to find something for Dr. Scratch and Sniff. And she's showing them off perfumes, and she curls herself up in her tail. So, yeah, we got that. And then finally we have the Dukes of Hazzard, Good Night, Good Luck, and an episode of Friday Night SmackDown. So there you go. And that's going to do it for this litter, if you will, this set of DVDs. And I got one more to go, and it is pony related, and I will be right back.